The 500, I'm in a big group of people, and I know one of them, but my usual biking buddy, Rob Nagel, couldn't come this year because he didn't have a race ticket, and he didn't want to sit alone, and I'm sitting up in the media center, but I brought a change of clothes and everything, but I'm one of two people that has a mustache, so I'm a little worried about being accepted in the group, but I think they've accepted me so far. Gorgeous day, so we're at 40th and Meridian now, coming up to the light. I'm gonna pedal up to Nate so we can say hey. Here, it's green on our side. I'm gonna try to get to the front and see if I can't get up there.
Go around, go around! Go around! Hey!
There are no cars over here. There's no traffic because everybody's at the race already. Sitting, trying to get into the North 40.
Yeah, North 40.
Going up to 40th now, and Illinois. We go over to Tarkington Park sometimes. My son calls it the Blue Playground. I feel weird every time I'm on my bike. I feel like I'm worn out, where I get really angry at cars and just want to start cursing profusely at them because that's basically all he does on Twitter. He just swear at cars. When I'm on my bike, I can kind of understand where he's coming from. We're not too far from Hoagies and Hops, actually. 42nd Boulevard, hoagiesandhops.com. I guess I should get in shameless plugs. They're not sponsoring this live stream, but... All right, 40th and Capitol now. I'm going to try to hang back and see if I can find Nate. He's way back there. Did you go to Iowa? Are you an Iowa fan?
Iowa fan.
Yeah. I always wanted to go to a game at Kinnick.
Yeah, I want to go so bad.
I hear it's insane.
Me and my dad went to a bowl game down in Orlando for him last year.
Nice.
Even that was fun.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine like packed out Kinnick on like in a rivalry game or something. That would be incredible.
Well, they've come here a couple times I guess they came, twice for the Big Ten Championship? Yeah, this past year.
Yeah, this past year.
I went to the one where they played Michigan State when I think they were both undefeated.
Yeah, they were. 2015.
Yeah, that was a great crowd. And they recruit here a lot. They've had a lot of Indy kids go there.
Speaker mechanical.
Yeah. Oh. I'm live streaming this, Nate, if you want to see it. I keep hitting potholes, so this is difficult for the live stream. Take out the meat stick time. Oh, shocks my brain. Oh. I don't know if we... YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. I've got like a program that does it. I didn't put it on Twitch.
What's the name of that app? It's Blessed and everything.
I just downloaded it. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Because I'm used to doing, on my laptop, I have Restream, so I can send it out everywhere, but mobile, you need a different thing. Oh, shots my brain. So we're south of Butler, 40th and Rookwood, on the worst road in Indianapolis as far as paving is concerned. People doing yard work. I saw Query's poll yesterday was I think the third most popular thing to listen to IndyCar radio. You know, what you're doing is a lot of people said yard work. Like they mow the lawn and listen to the race. Which is kind of cool, I guess. I mean, if you're not going to make it, you can listen to it and hear those guys call the action. I don't think I've ever been over here on 40th. People are probably commenting shitty things, but I can't see if they're commenting or not. I don't know. Probably like, what the hell are you doing? Does I don't know. Is that a church back there?
That's the cemetery back there, I think, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, this is part of Crown Hill? Okay. I guess we're part of, I don't know. Crown Hill's so gigantic that I just always assumed that we're near Crown Hill.
Ours is a little probably
Good to bike in a group so then you don't feel like you're going to get hit. And I'm sorry if I have a double chin for most of this live stream, which I probably do. So we're hooking up with the towpath over here. I'm sorry.
Are you working today or?
No, I'm just, the best thing about, I never actually worked for the affiliate, so I've never had any like workday responsibilities on race day, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather not work, you know what I mean? I'd rather just enjoy the race. But I'm gonna go up in the media center just because, I don't know, I don't have a ticket, and I brought a change of clothes so I don't look like a complete moron when I walk up there. But yeah, most of the people, like, God, the TV people had to wake up at like, I don't know, 3:30 in the morning and be out there for sunrise and all that.
Oh, yeah.
I heard traffic's kind of a shit show though.
Yeah, I imagine it is. We stopped by my parents and dropped off some stuff for a cookout after, but they were driving down.
Oh, okay.
Left about 8, I think.
All right. Hopefully they got in okay.
Yeah.
Because I heard some people that were like, look, people just complain to complain.
Right.
But they were tweeting Doug Bulls like, hey, we left it when we always do, and we've been sitting here for 2 hours. Or
Yeah. Well, they're saying it's going to be a huge crowd.
yeah, most since 16, yeah, which doesn't surprise me. And the weather's immaculate, so. I'm live streaming this bike ride. I don't think anybody's actually watching, but all they see is my face. So we're going past the Butler Seminary School. Just couldn't be a more beautiful day. It's unbelievable out here.
How do you know this gang?
I know Nate.
Okay.
So I saw Nate send a tweet. I usually go with a buddy of mine, and he doesn't have a ticket this year. Just us, just pairs. We go as guy bike date. And so I saw Nate's tweet about how he's going down with a big convoy, and I was like, so I messaged him. I'm like, hey, can I just latch on with your convoy? Because he lives 4 doors down from me.
Oh, nice.
Over on, on the west side. So the introductions was literally, hey, this is Derek. This is everybody. Oh, hey. Hi.
Now you might be doing this for the next 30 years.
Yeah, you're right. Up with more people? I don't know what any of this is over here. Is that a Sharif Abdur-Rahim jersey? Look at that. That's killer.
So much for like Pacers jerseys. And
I know, yeah. No, that's a solid one. All right, taking a brief pit stop here. Here, let me show you the group.
Oh, whoops. You're riding front brake, huh? Yeah. I swear I wasn't trying to kill you. I thought maybe you were just the most agile.
And there's the Raheem jersey. That's pretty nice. Corey Elliott would be proud of that. All right, let's get this back on here.
Hey, ride around a little bit, make sure it's not rubbing. Because if the wheel's off center, it might rub, and you may not even want that brake on.
There we go. I'm gonna hydrate too. It's important to hydrate. There we go.
Turn around, I guess.
Are we gonna hook up with the towpath?
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
that?
we do, yeah.
Do you get?
Get there.
Newfield is down this way, but
Are we not going to the...
I'm used to getting over to the towpath like straight from Butler, but that's up here.
What's the,
I think that's what they typically do. Is
What's the
Yeah.
derby?
But the towpath should meet somewhere over here, but I don't know where the access point is behind this.
That's why I'm staying back here. I'm way out of my element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Brian, by the way. I think there was a lack of introduction.
Hey, Brian.
earlier.
Derek, nice to meet you.
nice to meet you.
I'm Jamie.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
No, we're everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Oh, this is awesome. Are they bringing a kid?
Looks like it. Well,
Or a
a lot
cooler.
of coolers in there.
Maybe they just dropped them off.
I just know Nate. That's how I got into this group, yeah.
Yeah, I went to high school with David and
Nice.
Pat. This house we're at.
Cathedral?
Yeah.
Cool. And then Purdue?
Yep. Yeah.
Only Purdue grads wear Purdue gear, I've
right.
noticed, so.
That is a good.
It
That is
is.
a good point.
Yeah.
Very accurate.
It's like the opposite of Ohio State.
Well, they have that with, I think they have that saying in Michigan, if you wear a Michigan State shirt, it's because you went to Michigan State. If you wear a Michigan shirt, it's because you went to Walmart and got one.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing with that. And I'm an IU grad, so I guess I can
Right.
make that joke.
Yeah. No, I always appreciate you guys.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
You guys do you do anything else with them now still?
No, you know, we've reached out a couple times about trying to get the best thing that one of my favorite things that we ever did was we used to do the live shows from basketball practice.
Yeah, those were always awesome.
And they switched out some of their admin personnel, so we don't know the guy that used to run that as well. Oh God.
I'm a road sign guy, not a
I'm gonna walk it down the hill. I'm not gonna risk that.
Yeah.
Especially with the traffic, there's no margin for error.
Yeah, that's right.
Crashing. now we're going, oh, let me fix this. You guys don't want to see that. Now we're going, try not to hit tree branches, north on Michigan and hook up with the towpath. Oh my God. All right, I'll fix this, I promise. And now we're gonna go over, under Michigan. So we're under the bridge on the wooden bridge thing. It's been a minute since I've been down here. Under the bridge. I almost wiped out there like I did a couple years ago. Green light. All right, back on the towpath. Daddy, what do you call it? I still call it IMA, kind of like Deer Creek. We're not members because it's just a little too stuffy for us. Also, they've had some recent history that's not great, but we do like to come down here. They've got like these yellow slide things that he likes. You go around the little lake dealio. It's kind of cool. Just one of the perks of living in Midtown, no big deal. So we're entering their grounds here, and there's some more cyclists over here. Nice pants, those are awesome. She had checker flag pants on, I appreciate it. So I guess I should tell you what I think about the race. If anybody cares, probably nobody. I think I like VK today. This has been a vet-dominated race for the last several years, really ever since Rossi won. And even if you take out Rossi, it's kind of an outlier in the 2010s as far as, you know, it just seems like experience wins. You know, you got Dario's wins, you got Kanan in there, obviously the late great Dan Weldon, Hunter Ray, who had been around the block winning for the first time in 14. JPM, Will Power, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But it just feels like announcing their presence. I think I'm just leaning towards one of the young guys, and I know that's casting kind of a wide net here, but, you know, Pelot's in year 3, but he was P2 last year. He's got a great shot. I think Pato could win. VK's been quick. I think what'll be interesting is that if it ends up being a shootout at the end of the race, and you have one of those young guys, maybe take Pelot out because Pelot was in it for the win last year, so he has some experience with it. But if you take those guys out and it's one of the younger guys who's not used to it, let's say they're battling with Dixon or they're battling with Power for the lead at the end, I think that's a different animal than, let's say, if it's VK battling Ericsson or VK battling Pato or something along those lines. So I think that could maybe play. I mean, hopefully we see a shootout at the end. Hopefully it's not just an absolute runaway. But that's kind of where I've been leaning really for the last 2 weeks. And everybody's on the Ganassi cars, and it makes sense. I mean, maybe I'm just going against the grain. Maybe it just very obviously is going to be one of the Ganassi cars, and I'm certainly not ruling that out. but just something tells me that it's going to be not only a newbie, but somebody that is just a couple of years in. Like, I don't mean a newbie like Newgarden winning, because Newgarden, this is what, his 11th race or something like that, even though I think he can win, obviously. But just a newbie, like somebody that's new to the series, and this really kind of announces that presence, because I feel like we're seeing, maybe not a shift, but we're seeing that transition in IndyCar where, you know, even Scott McLaughlin, like these guys are coming in and they're competing and they're winning immediately. And it's just so different, the talent level, compared to when I first started going to the 500 20 years ago. And you could almost count on one hand how many cars had a real chance to win. Basically, it was the old Andretti Green cars, it was Penske, and it was Ganassi. That was it. Those are the only legitimate chances to win. And now, you know, you probably have 15 to 18 cars where you wouldn't be completely shocked. Certainly half the field where you wouldn't be completely shocked if they won. And you could probably include 3 or 4 more cars that, if everything went right, they could end up winning. The one team that really the 2 teams that I'm worried about are Andretti and Rahal, because I don't think the Rahal cars have really had the speed, and Andretti's cars have just been kind of a mess. You don't want to rule out those guys because they're talented. But I know there's been some driver questions about Grosjean and his car, which has been a little bit dicey. And then there's Rossi, who's driven well here, but hasn't had anything go right for him or his team for 2+ years. So it's hard to consider him one of the real contenders for this race, just with that streak of bad luck that he's had and the inevitable change of scenery that's going to coming up in 2023. So there you go, there's my race analysis. I'm not Query. I don't know as much as him, I don't pretend to, but that's kind of where I'm at with this running and who I think. Take another pit stop.
That's why I was hanging behind you in case they thought I was going to stop.
We should probably move off the trail, guys.
Anybody bring any tag over this shit? Perfect.
Yeah. Towpath to whatever that little parkway road is where you go along the water, and then the 30th.
That massive hill by Cold Spring.
Yeah. I don't know how else really. It's easily the best bike route to go. No way I'm like riding this on 38th or something. You can die. Yeah. I feel bad for the people just trying to work out and not going to the race. If there are some of those people, I think all these people are going to the race, so just gotta check their flag shirt on.
You're right about the straw pints. That's the way to go for the ride.
Taking a beer break.
Yeah, perfect.
You always stop for you.
I'm stupid. I just put regular water in my water bottle.
Nate's playing all fish from his bike, which is pretty cool. I'm I'm not sure if that's going to get flagged for like copyright or whatever, but if it does, it'll
It's gonna come after you.
Yeah.
Got an alert in the live stream.
Oh, you did? Okay, sweet. Yeah. Hopefully it's working. I mean, I don't know. I didn't check. But I set everything this morning. Let's just look. I feel like I got something. Okay.
Like 11:30.
I think the Purdue band comes out at 11:45. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Coffee, I'm doing that.
All right, let this go by.
Hi, get off the road.
I've been reading books about Ulysses Grant and the Civil War because he's a really
This is going to be an interesting restart here.
yeah, we might have some trouble with the restart. He's a really interesting figure. I feel like we don't talk about him enough. He's really like an American hero. And I think most people know that, I guess. But I didn't feel like I learned a lot about him in school, and I think there are probably reasons that I didn't. But anyway, they talked a lot about troop movements and how difficult it was to march everybody to where they needed to be. And this convoy of cyclists is similar to that, where one person has a flat and then the whole convoy stops. One person needs a beer and the whole convoy stops. So I can kind of understand what they went through 150 years ago. But it's weird because I read this book. I read a book about, I was reading about Frederick Douglass, and then I was like, okay, let me read about Abraham Lincoln. So then I did a book on Lincoln. And I was like, oh, okay, well, let me read about Grant. So I did a book on Grant, and then another one, and then one on Robert E. Lee, and then now I'm doing one on General Sherman. And it's kind of neat. It's not sports related at all, obviously, but I've always been kind of a dork for war history, and I've always been fascinated by it. And it's interesting. Maybe I wish I would have paid more attention in school, and then I would have known some of this stuff. But most of this stuff I'm reading, I'm like, what? I knew about Gettysburg. I knew the main shit, but I didn't know all the nuance to it and everything else, and even some of the names and things like that involved. All right, so we're gonna get off the towpath here, and I don't even know what this road is, but I've been using it for the race. However many years I've been biking since 2014 when we bought the house. White River Trail. So we're off the towpath, the White River Trail, and this will take us down to 30th. And then we'll take 30th over to Georgetown, and then I'm going to break from the group and meet up with my buddies at 25th and Georgetown. They're in one of the RV lots. And that's where I'll park my bike and then walk into the race. But if you are within cycling distance and you have a bike and you can fit all the stuff that you need from your cooler on your back, then you got to do this. There's no reason to pay for parking and battle all the BS to get over there and sit and sit and sit, and then on the way out sit and sit and sit. This is the way to do it. coffee. I don't think I had any coffee this morning.
I didn't have any coffee yesterday.
I was just amped. You know what I mean? Like it's like Christmas morning.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I woke up about 6:15, ready to roll.
Did your wife not go to the race?
She's been a few times,
Okay.
but yeah, she's going to the Rivy with Ruby today.
Oh,
so
fun.
I went over and claimed a spot for him early.
Yeah.
Laid some towels out.
Nice. Yeah, it'll be packed, especially with how beautiful it is.
You guys don't go to the Rivy, do you?
No, we're members of the JCC,
That's right. Okay.
and eventually we'll go over to Rivy because we're so, we can walk.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about the whole like $2,000 sign up fee.
Is that what they're charging now?
Yeah, they talk
Rivy?
about, they're like, well, we're inclusive, and blah, 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 okay. And then they're like, oh, but guess what? Now the sign up fee's $2,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was not that when we said it was $400.
Yeah, no, it like literally like tripled or something, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
No. I mean, we would eventually, when he's old enough to walk by himself or like over there by himself, then we'll probably be Rivy members with him.
You guys planning on staying there long term?
Yeah, man. We'll be in that house. Yeah. And it's just us, you know what I mean? So, like, it's just enough for 3 people and a asshole dog.
We're outgrowing our spot. I mean,
Yeah, you were saying.
It's a little joint, so.
Are you looking yet or not yet?
I mean, we've been looking, but
Yeah.
man, I just can't talk myself into these prices.
It's crazy, dude.
astronomical.
It's crazy. And you got to, like, wave inspection and do all that, yeah.
It's like, here's the price, offer $25,000 over and waive inspection.
And do it right this second or else it's gone.
Exactly,
Yeah.
So, kind of over that. We got a couple of quotes from Case and what was the other one? We got 2 quotes to finish out. We have a pretty massive attic.
Yeah.
We're just gonna bump it out.
Oh, cool.
Like a big master suite up there, but they wanted $250 for it. I was like,
Yeah.
dude,
Crazy.
that's well over a third of the, or 2/3 of the cost of my house. So.
I'm not going to say it on the stream, but I've got a story about one of those places that I'll share with you.
Well, I called Chateau and they were like, yeah, we're really only doing kitchens and bathrooms right
Yeah,
now.
they do really kind of focus on that. And all these places, are just slammed. 'Cause
Oh, sure. Right?
Ever since
That's why
COVID.
they're throwing out ridiculous numbers, right?
Yeah.
They've got the business already.
Yeah.
But that was the other thing. It was like, and we can start in like 9 months to a year from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Chateau, by the way, chateaukitchens.com. They're going to do our basement. So we have it's already waterproofed. And that'll add some more space. That'll be kind of the last thing that we do to the house. We've done so much crap to it.
Yeah. Yeah, our basement's, I mean, it's finished, but the cement floor is just like, it's just sealed with like epoxy. It's not like,
Yeah.
it's not carpeted or anything. I think we might put some carpet down there, but yeah, that's where I hang out in the basement.
We have like a little like play space for him and a living space.
Yeah.
TV, recliner, whatever, but we wanted to get it all finished up.
Sure.
There used to be like a random toilet in the middle of the floor, so we had them plug that up. They might do a half bath, but we have 3 full baths in that house. Just
awesome.
randomly.
Yeah. Did you have that before the remodel, or did you turn one into a
We split the master bathroom in 2
Okay.
and made a guest bath, which Chateau just did.
Nice.
And then we had a master suite thing done.
So was James's bathroom, was it down on the main level before? Or?
No, we have a converted mudroom. The old lady that had the house before us
Okay.
converted a mudroom outside of the kitchen, and it's got a shower, which is weird. But James is the little one that Chateau just did.
Nice.
Oh, that hill's actually tougher than I thought it was going to be. All right, so we're basically at Marion. We're on the southern edge of their campus. 30th and Cold Spring.
Anybody want to bomb down the hill? Come back here. I just want to get a horse. Go through it.
And take another break. We're getting there. The traffic is just crazy. I'll show you if you want to see. Check this out.
I'll do a half shot. Yeah, you will.
Should bike. Should have biked. Woo. I mean, if you're sitting out here now, there's probably a chance you might miss the start of the. Where is this? There we go.
Not that we know of. Yeah, one time. Well, we can't keep up. You're on your own. My wife's been dead for 4 years. Yeah. If we see you next year, you know you made it.
Oh, we doing shots?
Yeah. Got my phone. Yeah, we like it.
Right, just get some. Now you gotta say it to everybody.
Is this the 105th running?
Sixth.
6th? Yeah. To the 106th. 200 left. Dude, let's go racing. 500 miles.
Trivia question. Anyone knows the answer? Why 33 cars in a race?
I don't know the answer.
Hey,
You know the answer?
5 o'clock in the morning, get the answer.
What?
Nobody knows? Well, the reason when they set up the race, it was like 33,000 some odd feet. I don't remember the odds. But they wanted cars 400 feet apart. They equated to 33 cars. That's why they went 33 cars.
That's not the race?
Yeah, that's a good line up. 400 feet apart.
So people are just sitting. I'm not sure how long they've been sitting on 30th, but I heard this particular area has been difficult. I mean, I was reading tweets when I woke up at like 7:30 that this was bumper to bumper and people were just sitting. So hopefully it's not too much of an issue. I mean, I don't know, you might be watching this in your car. If you are, be safe, I guess. I feel bad for anybody trying to get in right now. It's just no bueno.
If you gotta go to the bathroom, he's here.
So normally it'd be like less than
Yeah. It's just, it's got smoke smell and that's my favorite house.
It's crazy how much Marion's campus has grown while we're over here and randomly talking about Marion. Because I remember when it was Marion College, and I remember when they started the football program, I was like, football? There? And of course they became like a national power like immediately after that. And it just feels like it's like a smaller version of Notre Dame where every time you go over there, they're building something new. It's crazy.
it just really gets me going.
But then again, I don't know anyone that actually went to Marion. I know people that worked for Marion or worked for Marion and are active there now, but I don't actually know any Marion grads. Whereas I know Butler, IU, Purdue, IUPUI, of course, everybody else.
Is that a Reggie USA jersey? Hell yeah.
Hell yes. And Dale Davis?
10, number
Nice,
10,
there you
yeah.
go. My man's got a Dale Davis flojo on.
Gotta celebrate the best of America and Indianapolis.
There you go.
Yes. I argue with my Chicago buddies all the time that he was a better player than Jordan, so
Yeah, Reggie, yeah.
Obviously.
clearly.
Let's see this real quick. Those are awesome. Look at that. Sweet. You have a Mullen pinstripe one? Nice.
How old was Mullen when he got traded to the Pacers?
Oh, he had to be like 35 or something.
Like
Yeah, he
mid-30s,
had to
that's what I was
be.
wondering.
He was still really good for like 1 or 2. That last year
Yeah.
was a struggle bus for Mullen.
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't as old as he looked. Maybe.
He always looked old.
He looked like he was 50.
He has the weirdest voice to face ratio where you ever hear him talk before? It's like straight like New York accent, like,
Oh, yeah.
and you would never think it that he would sound like that. He has just the oddest voice.
He's not still coaching St.
Yeah.
John's, is he?
No, he kind of
That
got.
didn't go well, did it?
I don't think he got fired. I think he got like pushed out.
Yeah.
I'd always heard
There
that.
was a season where he got him up into like the top 20,
Yeah.
right? And then
I'd always heard that Donnie Walsh wanted him to like be an executive and was trying to groom him along, but
Really?
I don't actually even know what Mullen is doing now.
I don't know. I remember that being like possible.
you still playing indoor?
Yeah.
You are?
It was last Wednesday. They had like everybody like in, and like fuck this now, man. You guys are crazy. Well, Deacon, he's always Peteller Chinley, and then Bo Sexton.
Oh, Bo Sexton was playing with you guys?
Yeah. Bo Sexton,
Casey as well, or just Bo?
Both of them.
Oh, nice.
And then it's like Cathedral.
Yeah.
Those kids were going.
Just going through traffic here?
All right, we're moving again. And we'll take 30th all the way to Georgetown. So here's the campus entrance to Marion. We're passing the football stadium now. Sorry, nobody wants to see that. And we'll go past Kessler and the Safeway up here.